Okay, we good. We green.
Mm-hmm.
But that's... Hopefully that doesn't split the VODs up.
We'll see.
Sorry about that. OBS decided to take a nap. We're back.
Come.
Yeah, no, I think it's split the...
It's so small.
It's a little person.
It's so teensy tiny, but it moves.
Much rejoicing! It's okay to touch her. Gently now. She's so warm. Place one finger in her palm. Hey, Sana! Look at this! You need to try it too!
Oh.
Wow, you're right! Mimi, it's incredible!
Let me have a time.
He's so gung ho about it.
This is incredible, Senna.
Funny, right? But this is human beings' true nature. If you want the ins and outs, go and ask the doctor.
All right then, lads and lasses. Who wants to know what babies are made? Well, you're in for a surprise. Walk along.
Oh my god. Harmony.
The best cutscene.
It's just too damn wholesome. Harry, the dumb teenager's being cute again.
I know.
This is how it should be.
Also,
This
welcome
is
to the
human nature.
only Xenoblade game where the characters canonically
We
know
are
how
born
to fuck.
defenseless, grow up. Then those who find a
You're
spouse
lucky I wasn't
create
drinking
new
anything.
life together, age, then return to the earth.
You're lucky I wasn't drinking nothing.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I mean it.
Monica, what was that word you used? Spouse?
A partner in romance.
Rome?
The feeling of having someone very precious to you. That'd be one way of putting it. You'll understand too someday. Or it might be that you already do.
Ah. Harry, there's so much going on.
Mm-hmm. Now welcome to
All heroes.
a cutscene.
Tyon, look.
Hmm. It looks the same as the one before.
Who are they?
The first Ouroboros. The founders, we call them.
The first Ouroboros.
That one. She looks a bit like Mimi. Look at this. He's got Noah's chin.
And the others don't look like anyone.
Tell us about them.
I recognize one of those schmucks.
Long, long ago, they gained the power of Ouroboros. It let them match Mobius blow for blow. The city folk you see here, we're all descended from them.
Bound by their blood.
Mm. It was the queens, so they say. Kevis and Agnes. Their powers united created Ouroboros. Ouroboros are the only ones that can take down a Mobius. Although, there can only be 6 Ouroboros alive at one time. By activating the stone's cage here, those with aptitude can become Ouroboros.
Only 6? Why so few of them? I get it. That's why they got so upset.
Finally clicked? There's only so many seats and stones. The one that my father was moving, it took a long time to be found.
Think I'm finally getting the gist of this whole Ouroboros deal. But the queens?
Not those sham figureheads in the castles. The real queens.
Yes, real queens. I knew that soulless piece of clockwork junk wasn't the real deal. Does that mean our queen is false too?
We're still trying to pinpoint the true queens. They're out there somewhere, sleeping.
What for?
Why else? To take our world back from Mobius and set things to rights. The true queens will help us there.
Hang on a bleeding second. Ouroboros were born, like, generations ago, right? But you said the queens are sleeping. Are there humans who can even live that long?
Now that I don't know too much about.
Then what do you know?
Well, the legend goes that both of the queens, their lifespans are supposed to be incomparably longer than ours.
And you're pinning your hopes on that?
At the moment, that's about all we can do.
All right. So, when the world is back to rights, then what?
The people you've seen here, the way they live their lives, that could be everyone. Babies, children, adults, the old, they're all a part of nature's cycle.
And that would go for us too?
There'll be more to life than just fighting to survive. We'll weave the tale that we were always meant to tell.
Don't give up. 10 years? You kids deserve better. The only thing that can change all this is the will of Ouroboros. You kids and your lot.
Though, some of us around here still ain't too keen on the idea.
What?
So, those people from before,
They're happy living in the moment. As long as they can hide away and cover their eyes, they don't give a damn about the rest.
So our lives mean nothing to them.
If they can't see or hear you, then as far as they're concerned, you don't even exist.
closing their eyes to what's in front of them.
A lot of folks here think that way.
But that's just like Mobius. Then the only difference is whether or not they benefit directly.
You catch on quick. I can see why my dad chose you guys. But the will of the Founders, it lives on in us warriors. Mobius can't reign forever. If we can continue freeing young folk like you, maybe life can get back to how it should be. That would be best for all of us.
For sure. I'm with you. I think we'd have to be lunatics not to believe you, after what you've shown us.
I believe it too. Seeing how you live your lives, it made me feel really envious. Feeling that warmth, part of nature's cycle. We need to protect that. I agree. It was so precious.
So this is a part where the game makes you walk away from this area, but there is stuff to read back in that area.
I believe it, especially when... Huh. Okay.
Colony relations changed, looks like.
Oh yeah, that mechanic.
Like, there's nothing to read here.
Yeah, it might take a sec to load in because trust me.
Big area?
No, sometimes the game just doesn't remember to load things in. Maybe if you skip travel back, it might load them. I don't remember. Because I think you should be able to read it now. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to read it right now. Unless you had to do the story, and then...
Nope, I think I
right
have
back.
to get a story.
Well, then after you do that, come right back.
Because I recognize one of the schmucks, and that's Shulk.
Yeah. Quite a weight to carry.
Oh, come on, both of us know that Shulk is a bit of a schmuck. Am I wrong?
No, it's just the terminology. Oh, also I think this is the part where you can actually put Gray back in the party and it makes sense.
Heyo. Manana's just back there, just having a ball.
Yeah.
Praetorian Hill, yeah. It's definitely...
That's where you've seen the elevator earlier.
I don't know why, but just the stalker outfit just looks good on Noah.
I think it's the contrast of the white on his black shirt.
That or it just makes him seem it just seems more of a soldier's garb.
Also, yes, as you would expect, Gray's Ascension quest is in the city.
I'm guessing this is the point where I can really get Ascension quests now.
Basically, like I said, I think you can go back down and into Memorial Hall now and see what the stuff says. Because I remember at just a point I didn't go into the door immediately.
Yeah. Also, Nopons.
Nopons!
The little fluff balls are everywhere.
Yeah, bro. Never doubt how far Nopon will go.
Always nice to see a new face.
Poor Lance.
Well, no, like, it's understandable. It's just like...
It's understandable, but it's like, poor Lance, he's too stupid.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
House
Yeah,
Orditz.
okay. Yeah. House Ortiz, I believe it's how it's pronounced.
So it wasn't really Shulk, it was more or less his descendant.
Well, we're not sure. Because it says that he used a weapon his own creation. Shulk created his own weapon.
And technically, 1 and 2 happened simultaneously, chronologically.
Yeah, and Shulk would technically be Kavesi.
House Reed. Now, this definitely seems like a Xenogears thing.
Not that one.
Even though... a great red sword in hand, so... Unless that's supposed to be Dunban.
Honestly, we don't know.
That's the only thing I can think of.
We assume it's Dunban because it has long hair, a cape, and a missing right arm. And used a great red sword.
Yeah, exactly. That has to be Dunban then.
But the bangs are wrong.
What?
The Dunban statue. The bangs are wrong. So who knows?
Again, regardless. His hair could have changed.
Who knows? Da-na-na-na.
Descended from those who established the first original city. Her whereabouts were lost after Ends ravaging the city of Old, but upon encountering the other founders, she committed herself fully to the fight. This founder is said to have a familiar relation to the founder of Vandom, with scant extant records suggesting they were likely brother and sister. He fought along the founder of Vandom then, who was the elder of the two and brought the power of Ouroboros to completion. He said to have been bright and wise, this founder laid the cornerstone for much of city governance and legal system. House Vandom. I'm guessing Vandom is definitely the Xenogears reference.
Yeah, the character for House Vandom is stated in-game to look similar to Noah, but also bears great resemblance to Fei Fong Wong, the main character of Xenogears.
I have the ISOs for that, and I legally have Xenogears. I need to fucking play it.
Same. I only got 3 hours in before I stopped.
In memory of the founder of House Vandom, the city's restorer and liberator. The original incarnation of the city was once laid to ruin by Mobius N's hand. The founder realized fully the power of Ouroboros here therefore limited and fought against N, ousting it. Once victorious, he gathered the old city's people, scattered to the winds, and re-established the city. With the city restored, he left its government in the hands of the founder of Doyle and departed on a lonely expedition. No records of his fate exist thereafter. Heirs of the Vandom's lineage returned only to the new city several centuries later. So century is 100, right?
Yes.
So yeah, if we're assuming that Shulk and he passed at 80, then this conflict has been going on ages.
Mm-hmm. Several hundred years at minimum.
Which the point being that Melia and Nia would only really be able to survive that long would make sense. Because Nia is a fully fledged blade and flesh eater, while Melia is at least half Hyentia. Which even then, her own longevity is still vastly superior to a normal, compared to a normal Homs / human.
Yeah.
Oral tradition has it that the founder was master of classical art of fistfighting and the science of House Vandom carrying on the custom to this day.
Which is weird in the fact that Monica is not a martial artist.
Well, she's probably trained, but she probably found more credence in a sword and shield.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this statue.
House Cassini. In memory of the founder of House Cassini and the city's Liberatrix. Much like the founder of House Reed, this statue too depicts the founder's respected mentor rather than the founder himself. The mentor boasted a robust physique, wielding 2 great swords at once with utmost ease, facing down Mobius despite with the loss of one eye. He lived his life in an unsophisticated sort, broad-minded but impassioned, and is said to aided the founders in the fight against Mobius physically and spiritually. He was further reported to have been a free spirit whose qualities influenced the other founders, still young and repressible when the city was restored. With indelible proof that this rebellious spirit can be seen time and again in the ethos of the house generations to come.
Who do you think that is?
Honestly, 2 swords at once, and with the vest and that distinctive collar, that's Rex.
Probably.
So I'm very curious about the lost eye.
Probably lost it fighting Mobius.
Probably.
Which, like how apparently Dunban lost his arm again.
Except completely this time.
And had it replaced with a robot arm. Probably twice.
It's like, oh well, shit, my arm is actually gone now, so yeah, might as well fix it. A soldier of Agnes, this soldier's fight to the death against the founder of Orditz, a soldier of Kevis, was interrupted by a chance meeting with the other founders. Freed from the bondage of her flame clock, she joined the fight against Mobius. Although a soldier, the founder has been reported to be an exceedingly gentle and kind at heart. Additionally, her skill in the healing arts greatly contributed to the development of medical science in the city of later ages. And irrespective of starting life as an Agnian soldier, she is said to have passed 80 years of age, though the way she achieved that remains shrouded in mystery.
House Doyle and House, whichever one you just read,
Rhodes.
Rhodes. Those are the only ones that we can't really place who they're supposed to represent.
Doyle being which one again?
The cat.
Ah.
The cat girl. The one that apparently looks very similar to Neo.
Yeah.
And then there's also the central plinth. You should read that too.
The Ouroboros' stone cage. The object on display upon this plinth is the very first original's Ouroboros stone cage. It is important to note that the initial designs for the monument are said to include a statue of the 7th founder in its place. Next to no information remains about the 7th founder's identity, it is possible that this is not due to a simple loss of records. Rather, historians speculate that this is a result of the conscious decision by the 7th founder. Interesting.
No idea who it is. But also, welcome to the basis of the idea of what the DLC may entail.
Probably exploration of this.
Exploration of the 7 founders.
Which I'm all for.
Especially since it may mean we get to see Shulk in action again.
Any of them in action.
I want to know, because it's like, apparently Dunban lost his arm again, and Rex lost an eye. It's like, what the hell happened to these people? That, and they mentioned that apparently N ravaged the city.
Yeah. Which my guess being that N is probably the first Mobius. That's my speculation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, we all know that that even though Dunban was against Machina augmentation, his arm probably got better over time and lost it again in combat, but instead of it being rendered useless, it became null and void.
That's the funny thing, is the fact that he was never completely against it. It's just a matter of he was hesitant when Charlotte brought up the idea. Probably mostly because she just kind of sprung it on him. And he's like, what?
But,
no, not right now.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. It was a case of he did show that his arm was slowly getting better. But it was a case of Charlotte just kind of sprung it on him all of a sudden. He's like, whoa, what?
Yeah, no, but like, again, it's the matter being...
Also, goddamn, Rex got a growth spurt.
But yeah, we can talk about this later or tomorrow during Dead Island.
Yes.
Is about time.
Just part of the protocol, innit? Just part of the protocol, innit?
It is now time to end this off, and unfortunately, I now have 2 VODs to highlight. Session 12 and now Session 12.5.
Yeah.
Which, ironically, that really condensed the majority of the lore dump.
Yeah.
But it happened in the middle of a cutscene, so that sucks.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm leaving off here. We're not going to raid anybody, because there's not really anyone live tonight to raid that I want to.
There's John.
But regardless, thank you all for coming, and oh boy, everything's definitely kicking into gear. But you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here, because the rave is closing down for now, and I hope you all have a wonderful time watching, whether live or the VOD. And note, this VOD is in 2 parts, which I will be stating within the highlights. But for now, I will see all of you tomorrow for the start of Dead Island with Aerie here.
Hi.
And the DLC for Borderlands pre-sequel. Once we figure out how to access that. But anyway, see all of you later. Peace.